Welcome back to the Spring Branch Sports Line. I'm Greg Dahl Jr. here at Memorial High School, joined by kicker Jace Christman. Jace, how are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Very well. Talking to you off the air, you have an interesting background of getting to Houston from Midland, Texas. Tell us, what was that like, leaving Midland and coming to Houston, and just what you thought of when you first got here on these wonderful highways that we have?
It was rough at first because it was in the middle of my sophomore year, so I think any transition in high school is going to be pretty rough. But I got here and the people were great, and they really took me in, and they just made it feel like home real fast.
Leaving Midland, coming to Memorial, you had a different level of competition, I'm sure, at football. You didn't start out as a kicker, correct, though, and football. You had some interest of another ball that we cover also in the Spring Branch Sports Line, soccer. How long have you been involved with soccer?
I played soccer since I was about 4 years old, and played all my life. We played club and traveled to Dallas and San Antonio and Austin, all these places. And I moved here to Memorial, and I played soccer my first semester here. I made varsity as a sophomore, and then after my sophomore season, I kind of decided that football was what I really wanted to do, so I had to make that sacrifice. So I didn't play soccer my junior and senior season, but it was definitely a huge.
What's different from Houston soccer and Midland soccer?
Well, the soccer in Midland, there's definitely not that much competition. So we actually had to every weekend, my dad and I would fly out to Dallas because that's where my team played, and we practiced in Midland. There's no competition out there, so we had to play our games in Dallas. So it wasn't the best competition, but in Houston, it's definitely a lot bigger and better team. So
you joined the football program when you got here. What position did you start out at?
I was planning on playing cornerback, and I was definitely going to try and kick. But after spring ball my sophomore year, I just decided that kicking was going to be my best bet.
And how did that go, that transition from kicking a certain way of the soccer ball to changing your foot and your dynamics to kick that football into the goalpost and also punting?
It's completely different. And that's actually the main reason that I had to quit soccer. It's just like a totally different swing. And soccer, you're leaning over the ball, and football, even trying to stay upright, and it's just a completely different ball game.
And I'm sure you like football more than soccer, seeing that's what you're going to go to college for.
I do. I never thought I'd say it, but soccer was always my favorite sport. But something about just first time I never kicked, I just really fell in love with it, and I feel like I definitely have a further career in football than I do in soccer, and it worked out.
I know you have a supportive family unit at home, but what did your parents say when you said, I'm going to leave soccer alone after all this investment and time and hours and hours and hours? Because I've been to soccer games nearly long. What were their thoughts?
They were very supportive of me. They've been supportive of me through all my sports. But no, I kind of sat them down one night, and I was like, I think this is what I want to do. And they, no questions asked. They're like, they were perfectly fine with it. So.
You've been a kicker for Memorial for the past 2 years. What has it been like for you, experiences on being a part of this team?
It's been great. The guys are all great. We have it's like a brotherhood in the locker room, and on and off the field, we hang out. We hang out at practice all the time, and then we're out eating lunch the next morning. But it's been an unbelievable experience.
Being under the tutelage of Coach Gary Koch, tell me what that's like.
Coach Koch is, honestly, he has to be one of the men that I definitely look up to in life, and he's just a great role model. I feel like his big thing is discipline, given that here at Memorial we don't have some of the athletes that most other schools have, and so in the weight room and out on the track, it's all discipline. He's really big on hard work, and it makes me want to be a better man myself.
Moving from Midland to Houston, playing for Memorial is a whole new experience, and it's different, the amount of support you get, but also the level of competition that you have. Being in Spring Branch for these past 2 years, You've got to play at Tully. You've played out at Thorne Stadium. You've got to play at these big, bright light stadiums. You're getting ready to move on to your next part of life. Tell us first what you plan to major in before we talk about the college.
I plan on majoring in petroleum engineering.
And you want to do what with that?
I obviously want to try and play football as long as I can, but then after that, hopefully I'll get an engineering degree, so go somewhere in the oil business.
Now, talking about signing and life after high school and playing somewhere, where is it that you're going to go?
I'll be attending Mississippi State University.
Why Mississippi State? What brought you to that decision?
I got out there June of last summer, and I just immediately fell in love with it. It's a small town, just like Midland. That's what I love. That's what I'm used to. And, the people were all just outstanding, and coaches were unbelievable, and the facilities, it couldn't get a whole lot better. So it was just a really good fit for me overall.
When you get done with life after high school, you're getting ready to go up to Mississippi State. Do you plan to come back to Houston after that?
I do. I have a sister who's going to be a freshman at Memorial next year, so I'll be back.
With that being said, you're going to Mississippi State. We can't wait for Wednesday. You're a preferred walk-on, but will you still sign a letter?
I will not sign a letter of intent, but I will be there, and it'll be kind of just like my official, just kind of like this is where I want to go. So
with that being said, we can't wait to follow your career at Mississippi State. We know you're going to be successful just like you've been at Memorial. We thank you for your time and wish you the best of luck. Thank you, Jace Christman.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Once again, that interview was with Jace Christman of the Memorial Mustangs. That kicker is going to be a preferred walk-on in Mississippi State, and we can't wait to follow his career on our website, yourbranchnews.com. Once again, yourbranchnews.com, the number one source for Spring Branch athletes, past, present, and future. Once again, that interview was with Jace Christman of the Memorial Mustangs on the Spring Branch Sports Line. I'm Greg Dahl Jr.